This Out of the Box podcast. We lost a real one. Shout out to Pnb Rock. Shout out to all the family that's mourning right now, and all his fans that are mourning at the moment right now. I want you to understand that his music will always go on forever. And I'm tired of this gun violence. I'm tired of these people dying over nothing, of meaningless shit. Understand that? At the end of the day, I want you to understand, from this death that's here right now, right? Pnb Rock lived his fullest life. He followed his dreams. You only got one life, you gotta do it. Because you don't know if everything is gonna be promised for tomorrow. So after that, I just want to let you know, welcome to Out of the Box podcast. So unfortunately, we have to basically come on some sorry news and sad news. I'm not sorry, sad news about what's happening when it comes to like some of the artists that are basically dying, such as Pnb Rock. You know, if you haven't basically heard the news, he basically died at a Chicken and Roscoe Waffle House in California, in LA, South Central LA, I believe. Truly unfortunate. And it's unfortunate because, you know, number one, I always go to that place frequently, you know, not the one that he went to, but, you know, I always frequently go there. And I think that at the end of the day, it's like, it's someone that wants to basically go to a land, like, I'm trying to think of the word. What's the word that I'm trying to think of when you basically go to like a landmark? Yeah. A landmark, right? And at the end of the day, he just want to go with his girl, eat some chicken and waffles, because you know what? Roscoe's is good as shit. Right. To be real. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, I believe that someone posted something and people was like, we know that we can basically rob someone or to hurt or harm someone. It's unfortunate that these things happen. But what I want to do is try to tell other artists how to move. Because the thing is that if you're an artist and you have money and you speak about money, you speak about all the things that you do, cars, girls you're messing with and everything like that, you have to basically be aware of where you're at. See, the thing is, the same situation happened a year or 2 years ago, and I knew that same person too, and that person was named Pop Smoke. And you know, he just showed off something for a couple of seconds, but they found the address and was like, oh wow, okay, we're gonna rob him. Because y'all think that y'all see palm trees, y'all see all this nice summer all the time, that LA niggas ain't like, LA niggas are not fucking around. Just understand, when you go out there, even in Atlanta, no matter where you go,
exactly. You can't sleep on where you at. Like, you just can't just go into places where you don't know anything about and think that you can live life how you do in your neighborhood.
And that's a fact. Because at the end of the day, these people are different. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you don't know nothing about there. You have no friends. You have no situation where you can be like, okay, I need to basically be loose, because you can't be loose. You got to basically be on a swivel every time, because everybody be like, you know what, you not from around here, you don't know nothing about around here, we're gonna try to get you. It's like
every time is a moment to get you slipping. Yeah,
it's like, I don't know if I hope that maybe that you ought to travel once upon a time, maybe go to Mexico or Tulum or any of those places, right? And when you notice, when you go to different countries, they be like, you know, this is the price, right, of what it is. And you already know, damn, that price is extreme. That's American prices, more than American prices. But the only reason they know is American prices, they know because the thing is, they study what America is charging you, right? And the reason why I bring that up is because they're basically using your not knowing of this area to their advantage. And it's the same thing that goes in America. So if I go to LA, I don't know the gang culture. I don't know about the culture that's there. I don't know what neighborhoods to go to, what basically to do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when they see someone that's like a person that's an outsider, they were like, okay, I can get this nigga. See, you have to watch out wherever you are. It can be even Wyoming, okay? Because I've been to the whitest place. Even there, you have to make sure your surroundings are good. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they were like, you know, even though Wyoming has no fucking black people for real. It was like only us. You know what I'm saying? When we went there, they like, we don't know who this nigga is. We gotta go ahead.
But look, bro, but not even that. Sometimes you gotta be aware of your surroundings also in your own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be going to a club that you been going to for years, but a motherfucker know that you popping or you got some things going for yourself, and then you got something that they want, they might catch you slipping. Correct. Just in general. So I think it's very important for you to be aware of your surroundings and where you go, no matter where you are, even if you at home, but especially when you're not at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, because I would guess something when it comes to that, Shakita, is like, I agree with you, right? You definitely got to make some, to understand your surroundings at home. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you from home, so you already know where to go. It's like, all right, let's say, for instance, Shakita's from Martinsville, right? I'm from Stafford.
Yeah.
We know, let's say, what neighborhoods not to go to, right?
Yes, that part, yes, is true.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So we know not to go into that place, not to do this. No, I'm not acting like Stafford's hard. Stafford is definitely not hard. I'm sorry. I love Stafford, though. But the thing is that you can go into one place and fuck your whole life up. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you know, because you're around here, I'm not going to basically go here. I'm not going to be here. See, when you go to another place, you don't know that you shouldn't be there. Right. The place can look amazingly nice and beautiful. You're like, God, it's so nice. Palm trees. Amazing. Yeah. But in reality, you're probably in a Crip neighborhood or a Blood neighborhood. You don't even know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just basically mentioning LA. And the same thing when it comes to Atlanta. Atlanta, you're like, damn. You know what I'm saying? The food is amazing here. Blah, blah, blah. But you don't know what's going on in that neighborhood. They be like, where the fuck you is from, cuz? You feel what I'm saying? I had that happen to me in Nevada. You know what I'm saying? Someone was like, what set you claim, cuz? I was like, actually, no, it wasn't Nevada. It was Texas. Shakita was actually with me. She witnessed it. Because I had all red on. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And all you hear was, Sue, woo! And I was like, you know, with Shakita, look, I died behind a car like, I'm not that. I just love red.
He ain't really do that now.
But nah, for real, dude did say Sue Whoop and everything like that. But the thing is, what I'm trying to basically mention is that, like, I was not aware of my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? I had these colors or whatever on and didn't know that I could have been hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because people are like, okay, I can get this nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm trying to check and see this nigga about it. You know what I mean? Because people always want to do that in all kinds of places, neighborhoods. Yeah. And no matter what country or state you are, people always that. I don't know. It's like people and humans always want to test someone's either gangster or see if they can just go over you and see if they can basically take something from you. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I don't want to basically start this podcast off with sad news, but we had to basically do that because, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to Pnb Rock, you know, the reason why it touches home to us because that was someone that actually
showed us love.
Correct.
You know, in the beginning, you know. So definitely appreciate him because he didn't have to like show us love when we first met him, and we definitely appreciate that.
Exactly. And that's the thing. You know, I mean, like, it's really crazy because it seemed like we've been losing a lot of people, even people that's like close to us in this industry. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, 2 years ago, like, I met Pop Smoke, like, one time. Very cool guy. Amazing. Was doing his album release. He was so excited. Like, yeah, I got it. I'm making New York hot. That's what he was saying. I'm making New York hot. You know, I'm about to basically be like, bring the New York era back.
All right.
That same week, he got killed in California. You know?
But not only that, bro, but like the reason why I bring up, like, you got to be aware of your surroundings everywhere. You got to think about Dolph. Dolph was in his neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You know, he like go eating to the place he like to go get his cookies at. He go in, get his cookies, and he in and out. But that's what I mean, just in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's another artist that we just lost, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And that was what? Was that a year ago? Less than a year ago?
Like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Because I think he died in the summer, right?
Honestly, I don't remember exactly when he died, but it wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, it was definitely in the summer. I was there maybe 2-3 weeks before he died, right? Remember, Shakita?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was crazy. So we passed by the cookie store, but it's crazy. So at the end of the day, if you're an artist and you're basically braggadocious, just make sure you are aware of your surroundings and make sure that you have the right people around you so that you can be safe and not to live another day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unfortunate that someone has to basically see a father, a son die in that way. And it's crazy because now we have social media, so now you get to see it.
Right.
And the thing is, it hurt. It really hurts that, you see someone basically trying to survive for his life.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, we don't want to always just be into this negative thing. But we had to basically mention that because that was something very important to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to basically speak upon things like that. And the thing is, we want his legacy to always live on. So we have to talk about things like that.
Right.
And thing is, I wanted to change the topic, because there's a couple of topics they want to talk about. Like, we wasn't really going to talk about that, but due to the fact of him dying, we had to basically speak about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the main things that I wanted to bring up, I thought that was something very important is when it comes to content that's basically going out. And I don't know if y'all are aware of Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish in their video that basically went out, right? That's basically causing them so much controversy, troubles, and situations like that. But, I was listening to what Charlamagne the God said. He said that at the end of the day, when should, in the industry, we should have a talk about the content that was posted a long time ago? Because it's unfair to me, my opinion. And I'm not, advocating for that video and saying like, okay, that video was good or whatever.
Right.
I'm just saying about the content that was put back in the day. Like, let's look at like some of the stuff that Eddie Murphy said in his stand-up comedies, like Delirious or Raw, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do we basically cancel them for what they said back in the day?
Yeah.
Like, or the artists or music that we like, the words that we say, like when it comes to women or to homosexuals.
Absolutely.
Do we just cut that off and be like, okay, fuck their music, fuck whatever they do, they cancel?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm just kind of like, to a certain extent, I'm kind of like over the cancel culture community. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we do some things and I feel like some of it, it's like sometimes you feel like it's for clout. It's starting to feel like it's at clout at this moment, the cancel culture community, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's some things, it's just like when you realize like y'all taking it like way too far, like and it's like, for me, I feel like I don't like the fact that people can't put their self in somebody else's shoes. Like, we've all been young before. We've all said some shit that we shouldn't have said before. Shit. I know I probably said a whole lot of fuck shit that, might bite me in the ass one day.
Right.
But I just would hope that people can see who the person I am today and see the person that I've grown into and realize some of the fuck shit that I might have actually said back then was because I was a child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit, I understand. But to a certain extent, we got to realize, when are we going too far as people? You know what I mean? Like, these trolls, these people out here that's doing all this stuff, like, it's just like, y'all doing too much, at the end of the day. And it's like, sometimes I wish we could find the people that be out here that like, that be fighting this shit. Like, for real, like, how would you feel if somebody go out and find some shit that you did to somebody? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they wouldn't like it then. And it's just crazy. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's a bunch of trolls sometimes.
And I think that Shakita brought a great point, because you got to understand, right? My younger self is different from my older self. We always evolve. We always basically change in certain things, our viewpoints, our thoughts, and everything like that. Some of the things that we say are classic. So people are like, this is so wrong. another one that people will say that will just, to us, to me and Chiquita, what we thought was classic and hilarious. You know, white chicks. Today, people are like, why are you dressing as white people? Should not do it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like, you got to understand the times that we live in. You know what I'm saying? At that time, African Americans didn't have that much of a platform. You know what I'm saying? So now we see African Americans doing platform. Because, like, you got to understand, like, back in the day, is that we had to take what we can get. You know what I'm saying? Because blacks wasn't really into movies like that. You know, it'd be like maybe one movie out the whole year. Okay? It's not like 4 or 5 movies out now, like how it is now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like these things that we basically laughed at or we thought were funny, it was during the times. It's the same thing. It's like, even people might hate me for this. It's like even with racism. You know, like, let's think about, like, people, how they felt about certain cultures or certain people, you know, especially during 9/11, right?
Okay.
Unfortunately, sucked that people felt that way. But, you know, certain people felt that way due to the fact of the time. You know what I'm saying? So they said certain things. They said certain things. If same thing when we go back to the 1950s or 60s when it comes to African Americans or white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that people thought at the time. But it's like, even though it was hurtful, do we basically be like, okay, cancel everything that they have done? Because, like, I want you to let you know, your favorite person that you look up to probably will be canceled. You know, we can go to Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio. We can go to politicians like Bill Clinton, Obama. All these people have things that they have said that did not transcend very well to the future of where we're at right now.
Absolutely.
And all I want to let you know is that at the end of the day, it's like, we must give people a chance to express themselves at the moment and now. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we don't want to keep a harp on this. One of the main things I want to also talk about, too, is this. And the reason why I think that it's a good topic, because, you know, I remember one time I heard Jay-Z said a verse about Future and his kid. And the verse was more like, you know, I don't want to have my kid playing with another dad in the future. Like, it was something on those lines, right? But the reason why I bring it up, because at the end of the day, is like, as you may know, Kanye West and Pete Davidson, you know, Pete Davidson's not with Kim K right now, right? But before he was, previously, you know, right, getting his kids tatted on his chest, cheeks, or whatever. I don't know what he did. But, you know, I want to basically just go on, like, when do you think, Shakita, is the right time to introduce your kids to the new person that you're talking to?
I think the right time is when you know you guys have established that, you know, this is a thing. Like, you know, like, this is like really a thing, and I can see myself being with you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very important for your kids to have some type of involvement into the, you know, into the type of person that you decide to date. Right. You know what I mean? Because that's going to play a major role. You know what I'm saying? But it's also, you got to be careful too at the same time, because you got to realize, like, people grow bonds. You know what I mean? And when you're a kid, that's a hard conversation to have with a kid. Like, you know, like, I could put myself in a situation, you already know. Right. I have a boyfriend, he has a daughter, and that's not my child, but I look at her as being my daughter, you know what I'm saying? But when we first started dating, I did not meet her for a long time. You know, I would, like, you know, even when we used to hang out, we would hang out weekends when she wasn't there, that type of thing. And then eventually it started getting to a place where we started, you know, realizing, like, yeah, we got some feelings for each other, like, you know what I mean? And we knew, like, you know, that was going to be that introduction needed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed to be able to meet his daughter. And you know what I mean? And I did meet his daughter, you know, and over time that relationship grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. And I think it also helped me and his relationship too, because that made us grow even stronger as well. So I think it's very important that, you know, that your kids have some type of involvement in the type of person that you have, because a lot of times kids see shit before, you know, you do. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, that's what they say. Like, normally when kids have like little bad feelings and stuff like that, normally about somebody, normally the kid is typically right. Not gonna lie to you. Right. But I think, just to go back to what we were saying, that time to do it is when you guys have both established that this is a thing, and you know that it's possibly something that's going to impact your future. So you definitely need to do it at that time. You know, do it at a pace, but don't do it too late. You know what I mean? You got to do it in just the amount of time, the right amount of time. And I feel like you and your partner will know when that right time is going to come. But that comes through communication. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like I know where you trying to go with everything, you know, with the Pete Davidson situation. And I don't know the whereabouts in how things move. But, you know, I think when you're in a relationship and you're in Hollywood, I think things move a lot faster than they do for like people like you and I, unfortunately. And I think life get a little hectic and people get too excited in Hollywood and they start doing some off the wall type of shit. Not everybody, but you know what I mean? I think that's what just was happening with that.
I think number one thing to me, right, you know, how I feel when it comes to, let's say a girl that I date that has kids. I have no kids, by the way, so if y'all single out here, you know what I mean, let me know, you know what I mean, with no kids, you know what I mean, I'm trying to make a baby, put a baby in you, that's all right.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, what I'm trying to say is this, right, is that the relationships that I basically do have or had with other women is like, number one, I don't want to meet your kid first date. Well, that's what it is, because it's not that the fact that I don't want to basically bond with your kid. I want to get to know you, and also too, every kid is going to get attached, especially if they like you.
Yeah,
and it's like, and I commend certain people that, I know a couple people that basically even after they break up with the girl, they still have that relationship with that son, because the thing is, right, the reason why you make that connection with the kid and you just leave him, he gone.
Yeah.
He don't have a father figure no more. He don't have a mother figure or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or she or he. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you got to take that serious. See, for me, if I love the girl, right, and then we're not working, and I love the son or daughter, I'm going to stay in that person's life. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I want them to understand that they have someone that will basically believe in them.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times that other parents don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, when it comes to, like, let's say from Chiquita, in her instance, you know what I'm saying? She loves that girl like it's her daughter. Like, you would thought that it came out of her. You know what I'm saying? So it's because she knows that person needs someone to look up to. You know, don't get me wrong. Has her mom and everything like that. But at the end of the day, at the same time, go ahead.
Absolutely. Speaking on that, yeah. And I think that's another thing when you are in a relationship with somebody and you're dating somebody who has a kid and you don't have a kid, or you're not that person's parent. I think it's like you have to meet that child, and you have to also establish like who you are to that child. You know what I mean? There has to be boundaries in anything you do. Like you were saying, like she has, like, my boyfriend had a daughter. His daughter has a mom. You know what I mean? And what I do is I make sure that I make it clear that, you know, even though I treat her like I'm her mom, you know, as well, I treat her like my daughter. She knows that she has a mom. You get what I'm saying? I never try to step on anybody's toes. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to stay in my lane. She know who her mom is at the end of the day. And I think that's very important too. You know what I'm saying? So when you start getting these relationships with someone who has kids, you guys have to create those boundaries to make sure that you guys can, you know, let that child know what it is, and you don't try to come in and try to take somebody's place, because I feel like that's where a lot of people go wrong at. They try to step in and they try to take each other's place, and they start getting into these little baby mama, baby daddy situations that just really ain't even called for. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a Snoop Dogg off a fucking baby boy.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought that was very important. And I think that was something that's close to home that a lot of people basically force and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, is like, these are some of the situations that we go with, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like, you know, one of the main things is, Sakita, right? You know, I want to basically change the subject again, right?
Okay.
Because we're on multiple topics. Why do rappers don't get along like that?
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it's the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always some type of comparison when it comes to other females. We see it in our everyday lifestyle. You know, people are always comparing to just be them own selves. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I think that's truly where it comes from. You know what I mean? It's like people always want to try to find a way to like, you know, put women against each other. You know what I mean? And I think that's really why it happens, you know?
Yeah. And you know, with Nicki Minaj, right? You know, I want to let you know, I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. I am a barb. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she deserves it, though.
Yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes I look at things and I'm like, damn. It's like you did a song with someone. It's like, think about it. Like, the thing that's really like shocking with Nicki Minaj is, right, she done a song with all her ops, and then they become ops afterwards. I'd be like, wow. Like, song with Cardi B, op. Megan Thee Stallion, op. Any other woman I can think of? Did you do something with her mom?
I think so. Like, back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they had something like before, like early days.
Even did a song with Little Kim, if I'm not mistaken, op. And it's like, why do these people become ops? It's like, okay, all right, one person, yeah.
Did she have a song with Lil' Kim?
I think so, back in the day. Didn't
I don't think they really
Trina, yes, it was Trina. It was not Little Kim, it was Trina.
Yeah, I don't think they really had,
Yeah, now, like, they was always beefing. They was always beefing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't understand it, because it's like, to me, you know, for real, you know, some of these women rappers are better than men. You know what I'm saying? I think, like, you think about, like, she would hate me saying this, but Tink, she can rap
her ass off.
if she stops singing and rap, okay? Rap, all right? Like, say lyrics.
Yeah.
And then I feel like she can kill anything like that, because I feel like, and then also, too, we got Drizzy, okay?
Yeah.
Drizzy can outbar a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah,
right?
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, all right, we do have Rhapsody, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong.
No, Rhapsody is fucking queen out this bitch. Don't do that. I mean, she good. She's nice, but that's because she's more of a artist. You know what I mean? Like, if I know that's kind of crazy. I'm not saying nobody is an artist, but it's like she's like a different type of rapper. Like, she's an artist. You know what I mean? Like,
didn't you meet Rhapsody one
day?
I
did. Rhapsody is crazy. I'm not saying it just because I met Rhapsody. No, I was don't do that. No, I'm really saying that because honestly, I'm truly a Rhapsody fan. Like, at the end of the day, I'm really truly a fan. I love everything that she has embodied in her music. Like, she says things with so much meaning, and she's not out here trying to be like everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, she reminds me of those rappers coming up back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like she don't get enough love for that. And it's like people always asking like, yo, we need real rappers. Like, we have them out here. It's just like we're not showing those rappers enough love, to be quite honest with you, because they not out here like willing to show their ass, or out here shaking their ass in videos, twerking and shit like that. So it's like we ask for like real rappers, but it's like when we do get those real rappers, we don't show them love. Now, don't get me wrong, Nicki Minaj, she's a fucking real ass rapper. She's truly an artist. You know, I love what she do. Yeah. But it is other artists out here. That's what I'm saying. It's just like they just not getting the love that they deserve.
And that's true. That's true. You know, I think that at the end of the day, right, is that like with my rappers, I need them to talk positive shit. Talk about spinning the block. I don't know. When they talk about spinning the block, it was crazy. But I don't know. Like, there's women rappers out here that are fire, man. There's this one girl named Killamot. I don't know. Shit, I fucked her name up. But Killamati, whatever her name is.
We gonna make sure we put that in the description box so y'all can look at her.
Yeah, she's really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we're gonna have enough. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like,
ain't it Kaya Baby? Shoot, 50 be always showing her. Now, I heard her do some freestyles a few times. Now she crazy, like she's sick with the shit. Like she's sick. Hold on.
As long as it's not. No, look, I'll tell you one artist that, you know, Shakita told me about, and I was like, I don't know about this one.
Who?
What's the one on BMF?
It's a rapper on BMF.
Yeah. She was a Detroit
but it's
rapper.
just I don't do that. That's my girl though. That's my girl though.
She be like, I am going to the mall and everything. I'm da. That's how she talk.
Don't do my baby like that. Shout out to my girl Cash Dog. I love Cash Dog. You just gotta be like, for you to like Cash Dog, you just gotta have like have a certain vibe. You know what I'm saying? To like Cash Dog. Cash Dog is not for everybody. Cash Dog is, you know what I mean? She for the brats, like, period.
All right,
like,
let me ask you, what about City Girls? What are they for?
You know, City Girls, I think they make shit fun. You know what I'm saying? You need people in the entertainment industry that can shake shit up and make people have a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they is. They're a good time.
Act up, da. I don't know what the fuck they be saying though, for real. But I tell you, that
you like that shit. You like that shit.
When the beat plays on the club, I be like, okay, this is good. But I tell you, like, I like the Baby's verse better on the Act Up joint. The Baby killed that shit. You heard the Baby freestyle there?
Nah.
Yeah, I'll let you hear it after. But you know, it's just, to me, there's so many women rappers, but I just feel like the ones that get the attention, they either got the bigger booties, they got the bigger titties, they have the certain kind of appeal that people like, I like you how you look. Like, you know, I sound like I'm selling shade right now, but I want her to be successful. But, you know, I ain't feeling that song. When a drink be like, you think I'm feeling you? Your niggas a munch. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I'm shocked I didn't stay in the Bronx. I don't understand. You like that song, Skeeter? You think I'm feeling you? A nigga's a munch.
You put me on to that shit.
First of all, don't ever in your life say some shit like that.
I ain't know about it till you said something, bro.
First of all, that shit was all on your Instagram, nigga. Stop lying, dog.
Bruh, don't do that shit. Don't do me.
Hey, I tell you like this.
Listen, he just ain't trying to get thrown under the bus right now. But this man right here was like, this girl going, she blowing up right now. Everybody looking at this girl right now.
They is, dog, bro. Because what? You think you feeling you? The niggas a much. I'd be like, oh God, jam, okay, wow. I ain't gonna lie, she bad though. She is pretty, okay. But it's like, that's the thing, man. Like sometimes I feel like I'm an advocate of women rappers because it's like the struggle. You know, the struggle is always beautiful. You know, you ever think about like how white people may feel when it comes to the civil rights era? Like, yeah, I was part of that, right? Because at the end of the day, is like the struggle that they have to go through to basically get into the industry is very like an amazing story. I mean, anybody has a struggle. And that's the reason why you may like a 50 Cent or you might like a P. Diddy, or because you be like, okay, they work really hard. You see the struggle. No one in here, I was so rich and I just did it. Like you think about like, no one really talks about, damn, Donald Trump, you are so amazing. How did you do that? But everybody like, oh, rich family, you know, greedy. You know what I'm saying? He probably did have some moves that he did because he did help out the family a little bit, a lot. You know what I'm saying? But people don't knock it down. You know what I'm saying? Not being an advocate of Donald Trump. I'm just basically using an example because it's like we have these situations, but people don't understand that how women come into the industry is crazy because at the end of the day, when they come into this music industry, they want to basically, a dude going to be like, okay, yo, you want this song? Let me fuck you. Let me do all these things. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding their talent. So women that do have that talent and do show it, you be like, damn. Like you think about Nicki Minaj, right? And Tink as well. Nicki Minaj, out murdered everybody on Monster. She outbodied everybody, but you know why she outbodied everybody? Because at the end of the day is that everything was against her. When you have everything against you, you're going to be the best at it. You know what I'm saying? Especially believe in your craft.
Absolutely.
And then we look at like Tink, right? People was pissed off at Tink for, well, certain bigger, higher fame. Like when she basically made a song with Rick Ross and Jay-Z, she out-rapped him. Jay-Z, the nigga that y'all saying that had the hottest bars recently. And honestly, tell you the truth, I'm gonna hot take. That wasn't the hottest bar he ever wrote. Okay,
hot. That's what you think? It wasn't. I agree with you that. I agree with you that. But that shit was hot though.
It was Jay-Z.
That shit was hot though.
I tell you, my hottest bar of Jay-Z, and then we going on topic, was the song on Meek Mill shit. Okay. When he was just talking about, you know, I'm worth a Billy. Niggas talking about I'm douche, I'm free. Like he was basically he was rapping in a certain way to give you jewels, and you were like, damn, bro, this is about ownership. This is what I need to do. At the end of the day, I want to speak like this. And y'all be like, okay, that's cool. I'm part, like, you know, you mentioned Kanye West and Rihanna. Yeah, you're a part of them. Yeah. But it's like, it's not that verse was lazy or stuck or whatever. It was a good verse. Right. But it's like, Jay-Z is Jay-Z. He has hella good verses. Hell yeah. And just to be like, okay, that's his best verse he ever did. Like, nigga, fuck out of here. You feel what I'm saying?
It was crazy, though. I ain't gonna hold you. It's crazy. Like, but when you look at Jay-Z as an artist and you look, like you said, you look at all the shit that he didn't put out, like, it's almost impossible. Like, it's like impossible for me to think of, like, you know, my favorite bar by Jay-Z because he has so many.
Yeah, he definitely does. I mean,
like, I love when Jay-Z talk about himself. That's my favorite thing when he does. And I feel like that's why that God Did verse hit so hard is because he was talking about himself. You know what I'm saying? He just reminded people about who he is, truly. And I feel like anytime when Hov do that, it's always kind of like a moment.
Very
you know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Very true indeed. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, like I said before at the beginning, you know, want to be rest in peace, Pnb Rock, you know, the situation. I think that we basically have to close out here, and what we're going to do is have Shakita, you know, let us know, close it out of the Box podcast.
All right. Already. We want to thank you guys for tuning in each and every Thursday. It's Out of the Box podcast. Make sure you guys check out our previous episodes, previous interviews, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys do that. And just remember, if it's one thing that you take away from today's episode, it's just remember every day is not promised. You know, every day on this world is an opportunity for you to wrap your arms around your loved ones and to show up and be your best self each and every day. Follow your dreams, do whatever you got to do, because again, we only got one life to live. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in with us.
Definitely. And also like and subscribe, all right? We love y'all. At the end of the day, peace.
Hey, man, it's your boy Pnb Rock. Man, you already know I'm wearing Bible with your kids speaks. Real quick.